A hard freeze just like this one can lead to burst pipes and expensive repairs. But winterizing your remote van series takes less than 30 minutes. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how. Winterizing your van is pretty simple and can be done in under 30 minutes using a two-step process. First, the most important, I'll walk you through how to drain all of the water from your system. And then we'll have two methods of winterizing your van. You can choose either option 1 or option 2, or you can choose both. For option 1, we'll blow out all of the lines using compressed air. This is the best if you live somewhere that's a little warmer and you know the temperatures won't reach freezing. For option 2, we're going to fill those lines with RV antifreeze. This is the best option if you're storing your van somewhere cold or you want to give your fittings 100% guaranteed protection. It's not necessary to winterize using both methods, but this is a good additional option if you're putting your remote van into a long-term storage. Before we get started, and this is very important, you'll want to make sure that the heating system has completely cooled down before taking any of these next steps. To get started, you'll want to grab all of your supplies. You'll need 3 to 5 gallons of RV non-toxic, non-corrosive antifreeze, an RV winterizing kit including a 17-inch RV winterizing hose with pressure gauge and control valve, and an air compressor sprinkler blowout adapter kit, siphon hose, and some cleaning rags. You can find links to all of these products in the description of this video. We're going to open our 4 low point drains first to begin this process. In the garage, on the driver's side, you'll find the water box and the water control panel. You need to make sure that your water pump is set to off, and then you'll open and locate the hatch or the round port either on the water housing door or on the rear panel. Inside, open both low points and fresh tank valves, and allow the water to drain completely. Close when they're done. From the kitchen area, you'll first want to remove the second and third drawers by squeezing the orange buttons on the underside to release the drawer slides. Next, you'll locate and open the 2 valves on the vertical hot and cold water lines. Open the sink mixer and allow the water to drain completely. Once the water is drained, ensure to turn the valve to the closed position. From the driver's side exterior, you'll locate and open the low point valve alongside the gray tank drain and allow the water to drain completely. It's down here next to the ladder. For the gray tank, you'll locate the gray tank drain opening, unscrew the cap and remove. Pull the drain sluice gate release and allow the gray tank to empty completely. Once water has drained from the system, close all the valves and the gray tank. So for the purpose of this video, we've been winterizing this van and making sure that this is 100% accurate for you guys. So I actually just drained winterization fluid here. In your guys' case, this is going to be your gray water. Now you're set up to winterize your van. You can choose air or antifreeze, or you can do both. It's completely up to you. Just a reminder, if you do use RV antifreeze, once fully winterized, please remember not to fire up the heating system as it can damage your entire system. Once everything's drained, you're halfway there. That's the hardest part done. Now if you're going with option 1, the air method, you'll want to pay attention. Before you get started, make sure you use an air pressure regulator and no more than 45 psi, or you could severely damage your system. I personally recommend 40 psi as the safest, most effective level. If you don't have an air pressure regulator, simply open the low point at the gray tank a small amount to avoid the system from overpressurizing. If you're going with this option, make sure to close all other low point drains after you've drained the system. All right, so to prepare, you'll first connect an air line to the city water inlet outside the driver's side of the van. And on the rear water control panel, you'll want to make sure that the water pump is set to off. Then you'll set the top dial to normal and set the bottom dial to city water. Finally, you'll slowly open the aqua fitting to allow air to pass into the system. And now next, we'll go step by step running air through our system, starting with the external shower. The goal is to push all of the water out of the lines. Use your quick connect to attach the shower hose, and then turn the mixer to hot and gently open until only air is blowing out. Next, turn to cold, get all the water out until only air is blowing out, and then you close. Back at the sink, you'll turn the mixer to hot. Pull up to open the faucet and let all the water out. Keep going until only air is blowing out. Next, turn to cold. Repeat until only air is blowing out. And close. At the cyber shower, you'll connect your shower hose using the quick connect. Remember to point your shower head down into the shower tray so you don't spray water all over the van. Then turn your mixer to hot. Pull up to open the lines and let it blow all the water out until only air is blowing out. Then turn to cold. Repeat until only air is blowing out and close. At the kitchen low point, where the drawers are already removed, you'll open the 2 valves on the vertical hot and cold water lines. Open the sink mixer. Allow the water to drain completely. At the exterior driver's side low point, you'll open the low point valve alongside the gray tank drain. Get all the water out until only air is blowing out. Now, you'll come back to the freshwater housing door and open the hatch. Open both the low point and the fresh tank valve and allow the water to drain completely. Now remember, it's not necessary to winterize using both methods. However, this is a good additional option if you're putting your RV into long-term storage. To start, you'll connect a siphon hose to the water inlet on the driver's side of the van. Next, you'll insert the hose into your RV antifreeze container. We suggest at least 3 to 5 gallons. Set the top dial to normal and set the bottom dial to winterize sanitize. Turn the water pump on and the system will siphon the RV antifreeze, but you'll want to keep an eye on it so it doesn't run dry. This method will siphon RV antifreeze into the plumbing system, circumventing the fresh water tank. Now we'll go through all the steps to run antifreeze through the system, starting with cold water lines. First up, the external shower. You'll connect your shower hose and then turn to cold until you see antifreeze. And close. Back at the sink, you'll turn to cold until you see antifreeze. And close. At the cyber shower, you'll connect your shower hose, then turn to cold until you see the antifreeze. And close. Now we'll do the same 3 areas again, this time running it through all of our hot lines, starting with the external shower. You'll connect your shower hose, then turn to hot until you see antifreeze, and close. Now we're back at the sink. You'll turn to hot. Press the hot water recirculation button on the splashboard panel and wait until you see the RV antifreeze coming out, and then close. Press the sink drain for 3 seconds to move the liquids through the drain line or until it's completely empty. Our final area will be the shower and the gray tank. First, connect the shower hose. Remember to point your shower head down into your shower tray so you don't spray antifreeze all over the van. Next, turn your mixer to hot until you see the antifreeze coming out. And close. Make sure the drain plug is closed. And pour 2 gallons of RV antifreeze into the shower tray. Now you'll run the recirculation by pressing the button on the shower control panel here. And lastly, open the drain pump and allow the RV antifreeze liquid to drain into the gray tank. And that's it. Your remote van is fully winterized and ready for storage. If you found this helpful, hit like or subscribe. We post new how-to videos and van life tips all year round. And if you have questions, drop them in the comments. We love hearing from our Rolling Nomad family. Until then, stay warm, stay safe, and we'll see you next season.